What's going on, guys? How you doing? We're on part 2, Road Manager. Checking out this behind the scenes. Let's get to this. Bam.
I'll meet you over there right now.
As the drum riser gets lifted onto the stage manager George Steinert and his crew get set to roll out the carpet.
Okay, you guys can roll that out. Watch that cable.
Back at the John Labatt Center in London, Ontario, it's now 11 a.m. and the band's 160,000 watt sound system has already been assembled and raised into place, while lighting technician Matt Tucker is now putting the show's lighting grid through a quick test to make sure all 130 programmable lights are firing up. Once the grid checks out, it too will be raised into position 40 feet above the stage.
As you can see, we're only 2 hours and 11 minutes into it, and we've already got lighting off the floor. Things are moving along very quickly, so this is a very good house. So far, it's very smooth. It's all timing. You can only start certain things at a certain time.
Yeah.
You can't jump ahead of yourself, because if you do that, then you're basically getting in the way of someone else. And then that's where those hard feelings come in about, and the crew is like, wait a minute, you got your gear in my way again. What's wrong? It's a fight between audio and lighting and video, and that's why I'm the referee. Okay, time out. Let's talk about chairs. Okay, because what we want to do, we can't really do anything. My monitor engineer can't finish setting up.
Right,
until the chair carts are gone.
Yeah.
So I need to start this as soon as possible. It's my job to try to find more space to put bodies. Because on a house like this, we're basically sold out. There are people who want tickets, and we would, we want as many people to see the show as can possibly see it. We're only here for one night. Essentially what we can do is, why don't we call this the front of house audio mix.
Okay. And how deep is this before this one starts?
He just needs 10 feet.
Okay.
Okay.
Andrew's coming to see me right now. I'll just have him bump it all back and get it over there.
Yeah, and that'd be great. Then we can probably get another row or two.
Definitely.
Hey, Anthony. We're starting to bring band gear on. I want to get some of it on here before the carpet goes down, because I don't want to wreck the carpet, which sometimes does happen. So, but right now I'm going to set up a ramp up stage left, so I can ramp up band gear that way. Guys, yeah, you got it.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and then went to Ottawa, as far as I know.
Think you're on a wheel there. Bring it this way a little bit. Oh, you're okay there. All right. Can you push it all the way on? There you go, right there. Just hang on to it, guys, when it's coming forward, so it doesn't teeter.
Yeah,
this is the drum riser.
Bad.
I'll meet you over there right now. Just take this all the way up. I need 24 feet.
Sorry, I'll just be 1 second.
All right, if I can get a couple carps to come with me, we'll do a ramp.
With being out here and doing this during the day, I have to maximize my time. There's really no off time for me. And fortunately, my lovely wife Karen is able to do this tour with me and other tours as well.
Oh.
I'm the production assistant. We're working in the production office with my husband Craig, who's production manager. Pretty much, we'll start before we get to a gig. I've advanced to catering with the local crew. I deal with the runners and crew requests, guest list, tickets, the stocking of the buses, which is always a lot of fun, and pretty much like a go-to, whatever you need during the day. CB and I have been working together for the last 12 years on the road, and if we're lucky, we get to go out 4 to 6 months a year. That's what we hope for every year. So we've worked with Rush. This is our 4th tour with them since 1996, Test for Echo, and always look forward to going out with these guys. This is our favorite. This is our family. And love working with my husband. Yeah, it's great. I wouldn't be out here unless he was out here. I couldn't handle it. You were down here at one.
I was told 4.
No, you know, it's not. It was right where your case was. Sorry.
So 1, not 4.
1.
Okay.
That's why we put all your stuff down there.
As the backstage areas, such as the tour's temporary production office and the band's dressing rooms, get set up, out in the arena, stage manager George Steiner is preparing to cover the stage with the band's carpet. Once it's in place, the instrument technicians can go to work setting up the band's gear, known as the back line.
I'm going to take this right over. A lot of things have to go in order in order for them, the other people, to set up. And the big issue is to get the lighting rig up so we can get the carpet down and get the band gear on. That's the big deal. A little bit more, please. Touch more. Easy. Okay. We're going to start rolling it out, but I'm going to stop you because I want it to be straight. Go ahead, start rolling. Okay, stop. I'm coming up stage. Watch yourself. No, just... Okay, keep rolling. Watch yourself. Okay, we're gonna have to go up stage again. Off the carpet for a second. Yeah, you're in a bad spot, Peaches. Hopefully we're gonna hit center. Where's my mark? Oh, look at that, eh? Okay, you guys can roll that out. Watch that cable.
Where are we in the day? Yeah, let's see. My watch says 12:32, so we're coming up to a point where we have about another 2 hours to go. You know, not really the total setup, but we'll be utilizing hands for another couple hours. Now we're moving to set up back line. We're getting to that particular point. Carpet goes down. Once that's in place, George is happy with it, the placement of it. Then the drum riser goes down, and that constitutes, that's the center of the universe as the stage goes, you know, and everything works off of that. Hey, look at, get George's dance. You got to get George's dance. Look at him dance. Look at him dance. Let him go. Woo, George. He's got those happy feet. Hey, George, you're on tape. Your happy feet. That's the
There's
that's
a gap
a St.
right here.
Catherine shuffle.
Okay,
Call that.
guys, let's get on this now, please. The drum riser.
Okay, so he's happy with that. Drum riser will now be
Want to pull
going
that
up.
other floor plate that's inside there, please? You're going to go right above.
It's and the drum riser itself too is it
Those holes will
rotates.
stay upstage.
You know,
Bring
goes
that
all the
in
way
down
around
here.
because he's got a double kit front and back on that. So it's pretty interesting.
All band gear comes up now. Basically, we're going to do backline setup. All the drum cases will come on. Jack will put keyboards as he's starting right now. So now it's going to take a little bit of time. Guys, bring me the band gear. This is the part where I go, ah, good. Now their boxes are coming up and then I can have lunch. Yeah. Easy on the carpet, please. We'll come right down center here. The four key guys are obviously Lauren Wheaton is the drum tech. We call the guitar tech Bucky, that's his name. Russ Ryan, who's Geddy's guitar tech, and Jack is the keyboard tech and does all the MIDI applications. And then you have the Barbie dolls.
Setting up the back line on this tour takes roughly 2 hours. However, Neil Peart's extensive drum kit requires an additional 90 minutes of assembly time. Still, it's not all hard work. Over the many years of touring, this road crew has found numerous ways to inject humor into the daily routine.
When Geddy got his chicken rotisseries, we're sitting there with with this big amp stack up there, and we're like, wow, he's outdone us. What can we do to change that? And we're like, it was like, well, he's got hot chickens, why don't we get some hot chicks? And we couldn't really just put a bunch of real women on the stage, so we got all these little Barbies and made him his little groupie row. The dinosaurs, his grandkids are really into dinosaurs, so the dinosaurs started popping up, one here, one there, and now, I mean, it started out with 4 Barbies and
like
2 dinosaurs,
stuff.
And we're up to 30-something
They're
Barbies
just like reusing stuff.
and 40-something dinosaurs.
The dinosaurs, we just started collecting them, and now we've received a couple. We just received this pterodon.
Literally reusing.
A couple of gigs ago, and on this T-Rex we received a while ago, and we sourced out a lot of good ones here. The Spinosaurus is an awesome version of it, I have to say. And the girls, of course, it's nice to have a gallery of shorter girls than me. But, you know, it's all about keeping the spirits up and the morale high and laughs, not only for us here, but for the audience.
At first, when those things started happening on stage, we just thought they were kind of one-offs. And then we realized that's part of what we are, and that's part of our life out here on the road. So now we spend more time planning things like that and giving the guys an opportunity to be interactive in the show.
The fish tank idea, we were just looking at the glass windows, and we're like, wow, what if we put a fish tank in there? It'd be kind of cool looking. And we thought about it for a couple weeks. It was like, no way can we put water in there. It's danger on the stage, you know, with all the electronics and stuff. And so I went out and found all these little fish.
I think it's fun when the audience can walk away with a smile on their face. And I love to look out there, and I love to see when people start laughing and smiling, and not because we were playing lousy, but because we set up some comic situation. So they're spending 3 hours with us, you know. So I think there needs to be some comic relief in that 3 hours.
There's no better feeling than to know that people are leaving your gig smiling and laughing because they had such a good time. That's really, I think, the key with us.
All right. I don't understand why all that was reused. Like, what is that about? They really don't have enough to talk about with the road manager stuff or any of that. Like, they just, I don't know. Whatever. And there's 2 more parts. I'm just like, geez, what is this? This is just gonna be a total like rehash of clips. Just like all same clips. I can't even believe how much that they just like totally reused. Like, what? Lazy. Crazy. Okay, all right. Well, I'm not even sure what else happened within that. You know, the rug kicking, making sure that the rug is in place. Yeah, I mean, these are the people that are making sure that things are happening when they're supposed to be happening, and if there's any tie-ups, it's like, what needs to happen to make this move forward now? You know, what do you guys need? What needs to happen? What, you know, like solving problems in that kind of way. Guess it's cool that that guy's wife is part of the team also. That's cool. Because, yeah, there's all of that. People setting up backstage stuff, dealing with backstage things, dealing with ticketing and guest passes and backstage passes and all of that logistics. Cool. All right, well, part 3 is next, so I'll catch you then.